They do not have a permanent structure they call home. Raggedly dressed, barefooted with brownish stained teeth, the shelter and the streets and sleep under bridges. These are people going the extra mile to earn a living, and each one of them has a story to tell. Everyone is on to their daily hustle and bustle of city life in Accra. But for Frank Asante, it is just any other ordinary day, already off to fend for himself. A horrendous smell from the Odo drain at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. Yet every day, he wades through rubbish stuck in the stagnant water, broken glass and toxic waste, collecting scrap metal and plastic to sell to earn a living. He's 28 years old from the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi.
60, 50, 40, we are quite to me 15 cities.
I sometimes earn 60, 50 or 40 Ghana cedis. The country is tough.
Frank traveled to the capital to make life better for himself.
Anytime I come across someone I know, I hide because of how I look. I sometimes cry.
He tells me he sometimes finds dead bodies washed away by floodwaters in the drain, especially when it rains.
We sometimes see dead bodies in the water, especially when it floods. I am used to the stench here. I am not perturbed.
This drain gets filled to the brim when it rains heavily in Accra and even flood homes. A clear example is the tragic June 3rd disaster in 2015. Frank says he makes more money because the water comes along with a lot of scraps from different channels. It was his dream to become a commercial driver or a fabricator, but drug addiction has been his biggest challenge to overcome.
I am addicted to cocaine. I don't want to steal to survive.
And this particular drain connects to a number of drains, and anytime it rains heavily, all the water gathers here before it moves straight to the sea. Now, you have people like Frank who come in here daily to pick used plastic bottles and scraps just to be able to sell to others to earn little money to earn a living.
Kwabna Nyako also came to Accra a year ago, aiming for a more promising future.
I would love to be a mechanic.
Kwabna is also here to pick used plastic bottles and scraps to sell.
I will leave this job for a better one when it comes my way.
He left home when he was 12 years after his father passed, and his mother abandoned him in Aguna Swedro in the central region.
I've been taking care of myself since I was 12. My dad has passed and my mom is not around.
They do not earn much for what they collect. Middlemen buy recyclables recovered by these waste pickers, sort, clean and process them before selling to scrap dealers. It is these middlemen and scrap dealers who often earn large profits. Highly spirited in the day, but when it's all over and the sun goes down, they have to find a place to spend the night. After a hard day's work, Frank comes here to pass the night, a place he calls home, under the Circle overpass, battling mosquito bites. Frank was so tired he forgot to take his dinner, porridge and bread. Head of Department at the Occupational Health and Safety at the Accra School of Hygiene, Kolebu, Isaac Agbenyezi, describes their situation as risky.
It is a major public health concern because these guys end up using public goods with the public. They enter public transports, and who knows the extent of the contamination they do after they enter these gutters. Anyone who comes into contact with them is exposed. We have to look at identifying these guys, training them, giving them information about the extent of exposure, and how that is dangerous to their health, and the need to protect them, give them PPE so they are protected as they salvage these wastes, which they find as resources.
A study conducted by the Ghana Statistical Service revealed about 1.74 million of 13.4% of the total working population of 13 million in the age bracket of 15 years and above were unemployed. It revealed that unemployment rate rose from 13.4% to 13.9%, which consists of 1.8 million people in the second quarter of the year. More worrying is that the age bracket affected by unemployment is from 20 to 29 years, where Frank and Kwabena falls. Aside the daily grind for survival, people like them often face discrimination. Godwin Asidiba, TV3, Accra.